So before we get on the mat, I just wanted to show you up close my Moonstone ring, which is the crystal that I've connected with this practice. However, I do forget to mention it throughout the practice. So I just wanted you to know that I do have it on with me. And if you've got a Moonstone, any kind, whether it's a polished ring or a little lovely pebble or stone, whatever you've got, bring it with you. And if you don't worry, it's absolutely fine. Just have that little bit of knowledge there that if you come back to the mat and you've bought one, you can bring it with you. So I'll see you on the mat for this practice today. Welcome to day 4. In this practice, we're going to look at ways of releasing any of that pain from cramping. So come to stand on your yoga mat and we're going to get right into it in goddess pose, but we're going to do a little bit of a warm up first. So bring your feet a bit wider than the yoga mat and then just turn both of your feet out and just start to move from side to side with your knees. So as you can see on the mat in front of me, I've got a couple of blocks. I've got a thinnish blanket and then I have a thicker blanket as well. And for the final posture in this practice, you're going to perhaps need something weighted to come onto your belly. I'm going to use a crystal. I've got a beautiful amethyst crystal here I'm going to use. You could use a book, anything that you can grab just to bring some weight into. So as we're moving this little floor backwards and forwards with our knees, just bringing in some movement for the knees. Then just take the right foot straight edge of your yoga mat and bring this left foot in, and then just come forward into that right knee. So we're just opening up the hips, really starting to bring some energy from the feet up, just rocking back and forward. And then we'll do the other side. So turn the right foot in, left foot out, forward and back, forward and back. Maybe lifting the foot, maybe not, maybe just using your knee and your hips just to bring in some energy. And then coming back to center, taking the feet wide out now, let's just come down with both knees. So you might not get very far, that's okay. Try and keep your spine straight and really start to activate your legs here. So really drawing the energy up from the feet all the way up towards your knees, and maybe you just take a gentle tuck of the belly. If you don't want to, that's fine, just leave it as it is. So we're just drawing energy into these legs because we want this energy around the hips. This is where we need the energy to be moving the blood and moving all this chi, this prana all around us. So wherever you are with your goddess legs, let's bring the arms in. So bring the arms up straight either side of you and then bend them at the elbows. So you're starting to look like a goddess now. So if you've seen those poses that they have in India, the goddess poses with the arms coming out. So just take a couple of breaths here. Notice if it feels uncomfortable. If it does, that's good. That's what you want. You want to feel a little bit of a discomfort, disease, to allow you to be at ease. So just breathe in, noticing where you're feeling the pinch. Is it your knees? Is it your legs? Is it your arms? Where is it? Because that's the area that needs your attention. And release. Just straighten the legs, straighten the arms. Well done. I don't know about you, but I've got nice and warm now. So coming down, onto our yogi squat. So just kick the legs out a moment, releasing any tension in the hips. And we're going to use our blocks. So you want your blocks on top of each other in the middle of your mat. And then you're just going to come and sit on your blocks, just like this. So coming down, sit down, notice where your feet have naturally landed, and then just take them out on the angle and start to see if you can bring your heels a little bit further back. So you're just starting to open out the legs. So you just want to start to get some space in this crotch area, your groin area, because we're now going to draw that energy up into this area. So taking your elbows on the inside of your knees, of your legs, gently press them back. So you'll start to feel a nice release in the shoulders maybe, and you'll start to feel yourself dumping down into the blocks. That's okay for this practice. So start to ground down through your feet. Can you take your attention to all four corners of your feet? Your big toe, your little toe, back of the heel on the left side, back of the heel on the inner side. Really pressing down. Then can you take your attention to your elbows? Can you press into your inside of your knees and lift any further? And then taking your palms together in prayer, can you see if you can get your thumbs in towards your heart center? So to do that, we're really now pressing into the legs to open the space, but I want you to draw yourself up. So you're not dumping down into this posture now, you're really lifting up, really coming out into this yogi squat, malasana, with your goddess intention. You're proud to be you. And just breathe here. So this is a wonderful pose to just really start to connect with any cramping that you have. That's just starting to surface. We just want to release that negative, stagnant energy. Let's turn it into beautiful light prana chi, moving around the womb space. Well done. So from here, let's just release the legs, release the arms. Just bring your feet into the midline, big toes together, knees together, and just take your arms around your knees and drop your head and just give yourself a little hug. So just thanking your body for allowing it to be open, to be vulnerable, and to be doing something that maybe isn't usually familiar at this time of your cycle. So bringing your head back up, let's come back down onto the yoga mat, onto our knees. So you don't need your props for this one. You could move those out of the way. So coming onto your knees, knees under hips, wrists under shoulders, tuck the toes and just start to lift your left arm up and then bring it all the way through your right arm for thread the needle. And then extending that right arm up above your right side of your mat, tent the fingers, pull that right shoulder back slightly and settle into this twist. So this pose is really good for detoxing, flushing any negative energy out of the body. And just breathe here for a few deep breaths. Maybe close the eyes. And then on your next exhale, bring your right hand back towards your face. Press yourself all the way up into tabletop. Breathe in for cow and breathe out for cat. 2 more. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale the breath. Coming back to center. On your inhale, bring your right arm up now, and on your exhale, bring it all the way through for thread the needle on the right hand side. Extending your left arm away from you to the top of the left side of your yoga mat. Tent the fingers and just start to settle in. Noticing where the tension is it in your hips, your back, your ribs. Sending your breath to where you feel that tension. On your next exhale, draw your hand all the way back towards your face. Press yourself up. On your inhale, come through to your cow. Exhale for cat. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. One more inhale. And exhale. Coming back now onto your heels, just come to sit. Notice how you feel. Maybe close the eyes, chin to chest. And just notice that energy shift in your body now. Notice how it feels. And then from here we're going to come on to our backs in Reclined Bound Angle, but with a bit of a difference. So you're going to need a little thin blanket, and then I want you to just roll that up so you've got like a nice sausage shape, and then come onto your bottom, bring your big toes together, base of the feet together. Then you're going to take your sausage blanket round the back of your heels, and then you're going to bring it round and you're going to twist it in front and then tuck it underneath each foot. And then from here, you're going to bring yourself down into your reclined bound angle all the way down, but now you've got a bit of tension with that blanket holding your ankles in place. So it might feel slightly different to what you're used to, and just notice, how does it feel different? For me, I'm getting a bit of a deeper stretch in my lower back. Now if you want deeper stretch, draw your feet further in towards you. If you want a lesser stretch, draw them away from you. So settle in, and you're going to be here for a few breaths. On your next exhale, open your eyes and we'll set up for Savasana. So just draw yourself up, bring your knees in together, and then just kick off your little bind of your blanket and move that to one side. So for this practice, I mentioned having a weight for your belly area. So you've got a couple of options. Either you don't do it, that's absolutely fine if it's not something that you want to do today. So what I would recommend is you bring your blanket across your belly area and then you bring your weight. So as I said, I was going to use my amethyst here. You could use a book, quite a heavy book could work, or a crystal of your choice, and then come down onto your mat into Savasana, and then you're just going to take your normal traditional stance with your arms and your legs. Now I quite like, I've got it handy when I've got it here, is to put that little roll underneath my neck. Just gives me a little bit of space to really let my head hang. So this feels lovely on my tummy area here. It's just giving me that bit of weight that I need just to ease out further tension. So once you've got yourself set up, settle in and I'll begin your meditation. Let your body be fully supported by the earth beneath you. Take a visualization of your moonstone, whether that be something in your mind's eye or a physical crystal. Feeling its cool, soothing energy like moonlight on warm skin. Bring your awareness to your pelvis, to your womb, to the place where you may be feeling cramping or tension. This sensation is your body communicating. It's not your enemy. It's a messenger. With each inhale, imagine breathing into the tightness. With each exhale, imagine the muscles softening like butter in sunlight. Now move your awareness to your heart. Pain can make the heart feel guarded, frustrated, or afraid. Why does this hurt? When will it stop? Place a hand on your heart and let it acknowledge these questions without needing answers. Your heart knows how to hold discomfort, but it still keeps beating. Let it show you. Feel the Moonstone now deeply connected to your feminine cycle, to the ebb and flow of your inner tides. Moonstone is known for soothing menstrual discomfort, not by fighting the pain, but by calming the body's reaction to it. With each exhale, imagine the tension in your pelvis dissolving, releasing, letting go of the grip. Your body knows how to open. Trust it. In these final moments, send gratitude to your womb. This sacred space prepares each cycle for the possibility of life. Even if you never carry a child, your womb carries your creativity, your intuition, and your deep feminine knowing. Thank it. Settle in and enjoy the rest of your meditation. Then I'll bring you back out into easy pose. So bring yourself back into the room, removing any props that you've used, and just bring yourself slowly up to a seated cross-legged position. You might want your blanket just to keep over you, and you might want to come and sit on a block just to bring your hips a little bit higher. Try not to open the eyes. Just taking your time. And any crystals that you've used, pop them in front of you, palms facing down on the top of your legs, chin to chest. Notice how you feel. And bring your palms together and we bow. Namaste.